how much our attention to what it is that we love and wondering about whatever it is that's happening in our life right now, I wonder how our bodies biologically respond to that. Is it every feeling? Is it every thought? So the basic foundation is what we are appreciating in our lives, and our awareness of that, and then the momentum, and the deep, rich feeling that's part of it all. That the knowingness of where we put our attention is on where we want to put our attention to. That it really is a preference, and how much preference do we have? And how do we create good habits and actually create and possibly create new neural pathways with our biology? How do we, our relationship with our body and all that's available in the natural resources, how can we actually do that? And isn't it kind of fun to experiment with that and see? We know that when people who have pain, that if they focus on the pain, that the pain could persist more and even increase. And then when a person is distracted from pain, or actually paying attention to what it is they love, being in environments that support your dreams, how that affects pain level and illnesses and that type of thing. And I don't want to be too dismissive of people that have illnesses and that it's all from what they're thinking and that. I think there is a broader picture out there that, but just experimenting with our natural resources of what are available to us as human beings, that we all may have about equal amount of availability, if I'm not mistaken. So our clarity of our preferences is really a wonderful way to begin. To notice when you drink a cup of coffee in the morning, just how delicious, and that every flavor, and I like to get a cappuccino, and I like to put nutmeg and cinnamon and vanilla and chocolate on top with a quarter packet of sugar. And that feeling of that, I am resonating. I am feeling something. And I know that my body, I know that I'm experiencing something that feels like I'm being lifted. And I don't do it every day. I do it once every few weeks, have a cappuccino. But it is something that's that type of awareness, as simple as that. So being open to adventurous perceptions, the flexibility, and the awareness of the spontaneous inspirations that come when we pay attention. And also observing how receptive life is. We can actually experiment with that and see. And our clarity and our awareness of our feelings that we prefer. By simply just noticing how we feel. Say, for example, if we're not feeling so fantastic, and noticing and describing the feelings of what we feel, and then looking up on the thesaurus, the opposite feelings. That is one way to be going in the direction of where we want to go. And not to be contrived with it, but to be just a common sense, practical, future focus. And also a knowingness. It's the knowingness of our true voice. So we're really under our own influence. And if that really is true, that we're influencing ourselves more than anybody else ever could, because no matter what's around us, we get to choose what we let influence us. So why not select the influences that we prefer, and enjoy life, and to have fun. I guess that's the basis of it all, is to be able to see this life in a way where our appreciation of it is our natural state of being. And once we have that basis down, that's when the synchronicities, that's the development of that is when there's our awareness of the synchronicities comes into focus. And what is our imagination? Is our imagination, some people have more imagination than another? Does that depend on their surroundings and how they were raised as a child? Is it possible to invite our imagination to be a participant and to be able to develop it and cultivate it? I guess we know by actually experiencing it and seeing what ideas come. One of the ways that I really enjoy inviting inspiration, I guess is what it would be, and new ideas, is I wonder about the best feeling idea, the most enjoyable feeling idea about whatever it is that's current in my life. And then I just ask it and I let it go. And then it appears to be that if I really am just open enough to ask that question, even if I don't actually 100% feel that calm about it, if it's something that's a little bit upsetting or whatever, that still there's a response, that there is this receptive part of life that's waiting our beckoning call. So the experiments really are, about our willingness to be able to ask, and to ask questions that really do make a difference. One of the experiments is the wonderful Wonder Walk, and that is taking a walk out in nature, or you can even do it anywhere, but involving the body. And then, with breathing. And then, I guess the first, what we could wonder is what it is that we appreciate about where we are right now. Starting off with something like that. And then going from there to wondering, if we wonder, does more guidance come and then more inspiration? Does that really happen? I wonder about that. But there's many things that we can wonder about, and every day we can wonder, or we can assume, or we can go by habit of something that we choose to carry on from our family's BS, belief system. Do we, what would we prefer? And it seems like the better we feel, the more synchronicities are available for us to see. That's one possibility, but for myself, that's what it seems like. Or if I get really excited about an idea, something that's really capturing my attention, it seems like then, well, to give you an example, I can, it's very simple, but just yesterday I was talking to my sister about learning how to play the accordion, because we had such a fun time at an Italian restaurant. And so she said, oh yeah, I could see learning how to play an accordion. Anyways, we were just playing around talking about that. And when we got home, she turned on the TV and there was a guy playing an accordion. So, but there was this playfulness about it, where we were inviting that into our lives, is what we both did. We said, oh, I hope if I don't learn how to play the accordion, I would love to be around the accordion more, because it's such a happy instrument. And so it's as simple as that. And then there's, we all every day have coincidences, and we've experienced this type of thing. So I guess the wondering about that is, can we really affect the amount of synchronicities that we see? I wonder, really, can we really do that? And so that's what excites me most, is being with people and sharing what it is that is exciting us most. And also, if there's anything going on and we help each other share in the wondering and openness and flexibility of what is this receptive part of life out there? Just in case it works, let's give it a try. But I was wondering about this. I wonder if the more fun we have with our wondering and imagining, the more inspirations we get and the more synchronicities we get. I wonder, fun, how much does fun fit into that scientific calculation of synchronicity possibilities? I mean, it just seems like my observation of what I see around me is that there's an endless amount of receptivity out there in life. So let's articulate what it is that most excites us and let our wondering start from there. You can go deep into psychology. We can go backwards and, in a sense, dig for things to help to understand our psychological upheavals. Or we can go forward and see what it is right now, this second, what it is we appreciate the most. And allow whatever it is that comes to us after we do that, or as we're doing that, be part of where we're going. And know that it's a part of where we're going. Is life that receptive? And our intuition, it's almost like there's a sneaky intuition with wondering. Because once we wonder and we're open to receive, there's an intuitive part of ourselves that is also open and receptive to receive. And so then that's the part that gets really exciting, and that's the part of following it, no matter what judgment comes, no matter what anybody says. If you have that knowingness, there is like opening the door to more guidance and saying, I'm listening, I'm following what I feel to be most true. Thank you for bringing that synchronicity along my way here, and I will let you lead, synchronicity. And of course it can be all overthought about as well. So this really isn't about thinking. This really is about feeling and experiencing our response to our life around us. And that there's so many things around us every day that we'll see that bring us joy. And that's what really, and the joy, the love, and the fun. That's a good focus.